N3on and Dana White are friends again. KSI battered up iShowSpeed. Jake Paul with a first round knockout. And HSTikkyTokky has his boxing debut. All that and more on this episode of the Happy Punch News. Hello and welcome to the Happy Punch News. I am your host, Donagh Corby, and again, just like last time, I have a breaking story to announce to you as I'm editing the video. As I'm already getting to the episode that I was more or less done with editing, we have a big breaking story. HSTikkyTokky will make his Misfits boxing debut at Misfits 12 in Leeds on January 20th. I'd done a whole segment about how there were rumors of the card. They kind of confirmed the January 20th date. He's going to fight at the First Direct Arena. The interesting part is, who is this guy he's fighting? Teo Richie. So obviously he's got some interesting stuff on his Twitter page if you want to go and look there. I guess he's a musician. He does TikTok. He's got a following in the millions across social media, but I've not personally heard of him. I know they were talking about HSTikkyTokky fighting Chase Damore. I would have thought that that's a fight that made more sense. You know, Chase is someone known in the community. He's fought for the heavyweight title. He's been through training camp. Chase was actually deep into training camp before he found out apparently HSTikkyTokky, who's 6'3", couldn't make the heavyweight limit. Either way, HSTikkyTokky is fighting against Teo Richie. He's making his debut. This guy is going to be controversial already. I don't even want to repeat the stuff. I'll put up screenshots that are censored. Some of the stuff that he's saying, it's on another level, the kind of stuff HSTikkyTokky is putting out there. The build-up is going to be gnarly. He's got a month, and DAZN have been known to kind of not mess around with certain words and certain actions and certain things. So let's see. Let's see what happens with HSTikkyTokky.
And this absolute batty man on January the 20th on Misfits. How the does he come on the net and shake his about like this for dough? Oh my days, I'd rather be a binman than do this. This guy is an absolute top melt. I ain't scared of nothing though. This guy's a pussy. He's gonna get knocked out easy. Actually, no, do you know what? I'm a little bit scared that he might try to grab my or something during the fight. He seems like that gay that he might actually move like that. But anyway, boys, tune in. I'm gonna put on a little show for you, man, spark him out, and then we're gonna get some big fights, run up a bag. See you later, Shans.
As for this Teo Richie, I guess he's like, he does OnlyFans or something. It just seems like a strange debut for him. I know that Chase Damore, a lot of people argue he is the heavyweight champion. A lot of people argue he did beat Tempo Art. There's a lot going for Chase Damore, and he was, I think, the original opponent. I think Misfits wanted Chase Damore, but I'm not sure how you go from Chase to this Teo Richie character. Either way, he's going to be the main event of Misfits 12. The card is a month from Wednesday, so there's lots to look forward to. I hear there's going to be an interesting undercard. I don't want to get into it too much, but in and out of the ring, I think there's going to be some involvement from our team at Happy Punch. In the co-main event, I think Elle Brooke is teasing that perhaps she's involved. We'll see. Interesting times for Misfits 012. I'll be there in Leeds, their first show of the year. Let's see how this one goes, and let's see if HSTikkyTokky makes it to DAZN's press conferences. If what I'm seeing on social media is there, he is going to roast this Richie guy. In other news, N3on and Dana White, it appears, have made up. N3on, a popular kick streamer, he said he was going to say some stuff to Donald Trump. He had tickets for UFC 296, the Leon Edwards and Colby Covington fight on Saturday. He was going to talk his stuff to Donald Trump. He was going to be at the arena. He was going to be at the T-Mobile. None of that happened because he said it on stream. He got clipped. Over 1 million views for us. It was going viral everywhere. And of course, the Secret Service said, get this guy out of here. It was in a video with Sneeko where they were told, you're not getting into this arena.
I'm letting you guys know ahead of time, the UFC event, we have floor seats. It's going to be a very good experience. Every celebrity and their mother's going to be there, but there's one problem. Donald Trump and the Secret Service are going to be there, so here's my plan, chat. You can clip this and, foreshadow it in the future. What's going to happen is I'm going to walk up, I'm going to talk my shit to Trump, and then it's going to be a very good experience. And I'm going to talk my I don't care if the Secret Service is there, I'm going to talk so.
A few moments later.
N3on's not allowed in.
What?
They dropped your name specifically.
Huh?
They just dropped your name specifically, bro. They said N3on is not allowed in.
In the stadium?
Yes.
What?
Perfect. Thank you.
What the hell?
I'm not allowed in the stadium.
You specifically, so now I need to talk to them about refunding the damn money.
Hold on, no. There's no way.
No, you stay your ass in the car.
And then I wasn't there, but I texted a reporter who I used to work with, Harry, and I said, Harry, you've got to ask about this at the post-fight press conference. And that was what led to this legendary moment where Dana White just went in on N3on.
There's a popular streamer online called N3on, and he said he was banned from the arena tonight, specifically by...
He said he was banned from the arena? No, what happened is he said some stupid on Instagram, and, he bought tickets so he wasn't anywhere close. When you start saying stupid like that, yeah, you're probably going to get busted up and thrown out of here, you know, making threats and talking dumb shit, looking for clout.
I believe he said he was going to...
I don't care what he said.
I think he said he was going to confront Donald Trump. Is what
I don't care what he said. Did he?
Well, he wasn't able to.
He's just f***ing tall, too. You know that? F***ing punk.
Thank you.
Yeah. Nice talking to you.
Seeing N3on get the old Dana White treatment is hysterical to me. He's obviously a big talker. He got it out there. Maybe he got what he deserved. Either way, Sneeko has come out. He said that Dana has talked to him about the whole situation. As usual, Dana has calmed down. He even invited N3on and Sneeko to actually come to the casino and do some stuff together, but I think N3on wasn't around.
I just had to speak to him for a bit and explain what happened. And I even apologized on N3on's behalf before he came down. Because obviously, like, a lot of people, they see me in there, they're like, they think that that was me saying it, you know, I get associated with it. But he was understanding, and I respect Dana for being understanding. But it wasn't easy to get that position. He was, from what I heard from before, he was pretty pissed off. You could also see the post-fight interview, the guy, he was pissed off. But I was able to mend it, just spoke to him respectfully. And I think he really appreciated that we spoke to him. But after I said that, he's like, where is he? Like, he's here. He's like, come down. Tell him to come down. Called him up, and then he just came, you know.
It was so funny seeing N3on.
Yeah, but everything's good. Everything's good to go.
All in all, Saturday was a pretty interesting night. UFC 296, Leon Edwards battered up Colby Covington. Did you guys see that fight? I mean, Colby talked unbelievable trash. He's still talking trash right afterwards. He said this whole stuff about Leon's dad, and Leon's dad, of course, passed away. The way Colby was talking, you thought he was really going to go in there and do the business, but that 2-year layoff is tough. You know what's crazy? The last time Colby fought was the night of Showstar. If you think about the influencer scene, there was no misfits when Colby last fought. Showstar, Deji versus Alex Wasabi. And I guess that's probably why it took him so long to get going. I guess there was some ring rust involved. Either way, stinker of a main event. Terrible main event. Some interesting stuff during the undercard, though. I love Tony Ferguson with David Goggins. I also loved, personally, Wonder Boy Stephen Thompson finally getting to walk out with Tenacious D. That was so cool. I think they need more of that. More like celebrities walking the fighters out. That was definitely a big part of UFC 296. Now let's get to what happened on Friday night. Obviously, Jake Paul got a big knockout over Andre August in professional boxing. He moved his record up to 8-1. He beat Andre August, a 10-1 professional boxer. And despite being 199, which is so much heavier than he would need to be if he fought KSI, or even, I mean, he said he was going to fight Canelo at 175. I'm not sure about that, but he looked great. Caught the jab away, and then boom, that big uppercut. Big knockout for Jake Paul. And the word on the street is, I talked to Wade on Friday night. I was on Instagram Live with him. The word on the street is he didn't take any damage. He might jump on Ashton Silva's card in February. There's some big MVP announcements coming tomorrow and Thursday. Most Valuable Promotions, of course, MVP. Because I believe the next one is in February. And Jake Paul could headline it along with Ashton Silva. But of course, in the influencer world, the story everyone was interested in was KSI versus iShowSpeed. I actually went there, didn't get in. Yeah, I was there, I was outside. It was a wacky night, bro. I'll give you the whole story time later. They were due to do 6 rounds. They were raising money for the Anthony Walker Foundation in a stream on Speed's YouTube channel. KSI, he took it as kind of a joke. Speed really thought he was in a fight with KSI, but Speed was really annoyed. I was there outside as he walked out. Security tried taking my phone off me. He was annoyed. He sat in that car for so long. Everyone left before Speed did. Even though he was the first out of the venue, he was just stewing in his car. It was really an intense scene, weirdly. He was saying, no, let's do the 6 rounds. I think he was done. And I think even at the pace JJ was going, he could have heard him over the last 2 rounds, but it was definitely quite the show on Friday. A little bit different than the Jake Paul show. Hey, as long as the Anthony Walker Foundation made a lot of money, I know KSI did donate the 50 grand that he lost in that FIFA game with Speed. And if they made a lot of money, then how bad on both sides? Jake Paul's not going to impress everyone, including Eddie Hearn, it would appear. But yeah, he was interviewed by IFL. I'll show you a little clip of that now. See what Eddie had to think about Jake's knockout.
Don't know where they found Andre August, but like, for him to have a record of 10-1 was quite amazing. Like, as soon as he got in the ring, I was like, oh my God. And obviously Ariel said he went in the changing room and he was just like, he said he couldn't speak or anything. So, but it was still, I actually liked what I saw from Jake Paul in the round. Like, and it was a great knockout. And at the end of the day, people want to see entertainment. People want to see knockouts. And
in influencer news, Ethan Payne and Joe Weller are going to fight. They're getting in the ring April next year, the OVO Arena in Wembley. Pay-per-view event. They're both going to get a purse and a part of the pay-per-view. Joe Weller explained it all. He got back with Theo Baker and their buddy Luke, and they did a reunion episode of Waffling where he dropped the bombshell. He's got an offer. Ethan has agreed to said offer.
Got a little offer come through.
Who was this from?
This was from my manager.
All right.
And yeah, he said that Mams Taylor has presented a little offer. Bazinga have been offered the exact same thing.
That's class.
To do a boxing fight. But allegedly, Ethan has verbally agreed with what was put forward. So an upfront fee, and then there's like a split of the pay-per-view sales. Oh. But yeah, I'm hoping on the undercard there will be several YouTubers. And at Wembley Arena is where we're looking at, potentially in April. Early April.
Early April.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at.
Ethan was a little bit busy with some drama, fake drama with his girlfriend Faith. I mean, if you care about that kind of thing, you can look into it. The Sidemen versus Joe Weller is back on. I talked to Joe about it. He says there's no real beef there. I think he had a problem with the way they celebrated the KSI fight. But I guess it's just going to be old school YouTube boxing. And it's going to be a massive undercard if it's a pay-per-view event. First Misfits pay-per-view that isn't headlined by KSI. Let's see how that one goes. And perhaps on the undercard of that Ethan Payne and Joe Weller fight will be this big Ed Matthews versus Deji bout. Ed has been teasing this for a while. It's why he didn't want to fight our boy Ben Williams. Yes, it looks like Ed Matthews on a stream has revealed DMs with Mams Taylor where it says it appears he'll be fighting Deji next year.
Can you talk anything about next fight, potential people?
Yeah, Deji, bro. Oh,
yeah.
Mams told me.
What,
I'm just gonna bait it, innit? Because I don't give a fuck, bro. Mams told me. Look, let me just show you the DMs.
Yeah.
Tell them.
Now, right? Yeah, chat.
Tell
valid. Valid. Chat, valid. I don't know if you did hear that or not because I had to mute the mic, but yeah, valid. He's confirmed it. Fair play.
I mean, that would be a massive co-main event at the OVO Arena in Wembley at the start of April. It'll be a big week in regular boxing as well. People are starting to touch down in Saudi Arabia for the Anthony Joshua versus Otto Wallin and Deontay Wilder versus Joseph Parker doubleheader. What a card of action that's going to be. I can't wait for Jarrell Miller versus Daniel Dubois. Let us know in the comments which fight you're most excited for on that event in Saudi Arabia this weekend. We got to give a little shout out as well to Happy Punch's Ben Williams. What a great show on Saturday night, UCC in Dublin. Partying with Conor McGregor afterwards. This guy is doing big things. Misfits debut is coming early next year. I talked to him about it. He's got a few offers. Let's see what happens with Ben Williams' career. And that's all we've got time for. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like. Please leave a comment. Hey, if you enjoyed it, could you leave a nice comment? Because the people who are mean are leaving their comments and it's annoying me. I think we got to get some support up in here. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll be back with you very shortly later this week.